Yeah. Hey, Kid Sky. Hey, hey.
Pass it all around, hear the song, know it's going down. Pass it all around, hear the song, know it's going down. Smoke session rounds, got a pound, yeah, it's going down. Smoke session rounds, got a pound.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Kid Sky, yo. Who I got with me, by the way?
You already know what it is. The boy Chess _ FDE on everything.
And it's your boy Derek, aka the Gifted Ruler.
And welcome to my bad.
And I'm on TikTok, which might not last very long. We'll get into that later. And on Instagram.
And welcome to the fucking smoke session. You know what I'm saying? We on YouTube right now. You know, we it's what 6 or 5 o'clock, about to be 6 o'clock. So it's like normal. You know, I feel good. I feel
YouTube,
like
welcome.
Appropriate. You know what I'm saying, for the session.
I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Same I think it's the first time in a while. I think I done brought my wine back and I had time to do that today.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So it is what it is. Man.
But yeah, today's topic today is generational curses. We've all had them, especially growing up as black men. We've definitely had them,
Mm-hmm.
What are some of you guys'? Some that you guys had to deal with?
Being taught financial literacy is one.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely one. You feel what I'm saying? But
That's a big one.
that's a huge one.
It's huge.
I mean, it changes everything. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? Changes where people are raised, what people know, what they encounter in life.
Yeah.
Experiences. It means a lot.
What you got, D?
For me, as far as the men in our family, there was a lack of affection.
That's what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dad, my Uncle Angus, my Uncle Donald, like, when it comes to, like, showing affection to their children and talking about how they feel and shit, like, they don't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when they're mad, it shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm affected by that one as well.
Yeah.
It'll always be the perfect time to show some emotion, right? When you fucking mad.
Yeah, because it's the easier emotion to get off.
That's
Easy.
just-
Everything with anger you can almost express physically and some verbally, depending on the type of mental state you're in.
And that kind of go back to when we was talking with Meek earlier. When we was talking about, when you say something, I don't want to go to college, I want to take this money and do something with it. What he said? What was the first thing he said? Your parents ain't gonna hear you. Bro.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I definitely get it. I mean, it's a whole pileup of things that I think parents did that they realized as we got older and they got older, they was like, I should have did that different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you got kids, they treat their grandkids totally different.
And a lot of our parents were kids when they hit.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Not necessarily as far as the age go, but mentally and in the phase of their life and shit like that. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Can we really say that, though?
I mean, I pretty much could. I mean, my mom was 25. That's not really
But you got
it's an established age, but it's not really that age where you're really established. You
Exactly.
Feel what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, then shit, we wouldn't have lived in North Philly, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if my mom had the time to build her career the way she probably should have and planned to have me, and let's say she would have waited until she was 30 or something like that, she probably would have been financially stable enough where my whole upbringing would have been completely different. With that being said, I would have been raised with my brother instead of them sending him to boarding school because they didn't want him to be in streets in Philly. And I was a smart dumbass, so I fucking took the test, but I failed it on purpose because he wasn't about to put me in boarding school.
I feel you.
I told my mom that shit. You know what I mean? She said, why would you do that? Because you're not about to stick me with a whole bunch of people I don't know.
Facts.
I don't know none of these people, bro. And I don't have no say over my brother. He wasn't smart enough to fail the test on purpose. The nigga just like, you put a test in front of him, he did his best, he didn't know what the fuck he was getting into, and you sent his ass in. I saw it happening. Nigga, I'm not stupid. Fuck that shit.
I'll say for me, it was, I didn't have a dad growing up. So my mom kind of had to play both roles. So growing up, she had 2 boys. So she always instilled that she wanted to be raised like dudes, you know what I'm saying, like men. So her best way possible, she tried to emulate a guy in our lives to replace that.
And a lot of women do a great job.
Yeah, but
You would never take the place of a man, though.
Never.
Father. You feel what I'm saying?
I understand the thinking is just their approach. Because
you're extra hard on them.
Yeah.
You think you gotta be that.
And you always gotta be.
Because you're a woman, so you think raising a boy, they're gonna look at you as the soft, sensitive
Yeah.
female. So you have to buck up. But you feel what I'm saying?
It's just sometimes you want to express yourself in a certain way, and you kind of don't know what parent you get, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the mom if you're gonna get the dad. So it's like,
I will partake.
growing up being more affectionate would have been like, even the pretty much expression of feelings and emotions growing up would have been good. Cause I can remember times my mom come home, and how you ask about the work day, how was your day at work? Don't ask me about work. It was work.
Yeah.
See, you should never. No parent should ever have a day where they feel like when they go home they gonna take it out on their fucking kid, bro.
Yeah.
That's. I don't give a fuck how bad your day was. It's always a no. If you feel that bad about your day and your kid asks you that and you really don't want to answer it, all you have to do is say, "Let mom chill, let dad chill. I don't feel like talking right now, but I will talk to you later on." Like, something like that.
Granted, you're right. There could have been better ways of putting things, but me and my brother differ drastically, as you got to tell.
Yeah.
I was more accepting of not getting things, not going places, because my mom worked 2, 3 jobs. I was accepting of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was always understanding. My brother, on the other hand, was more like, damn, I want this. Why we can't get this? Damn, that type of mentality. So growing up, I wouldn't say it was a struggle, but I wouldn't say mentally, but more of emotionally wise, it was a struggle for me.
Got you. I think my thing is, when it comes to my parents, as far as I want to go out on a limb and say, a good bit of Nigerian parents, they have an authoritarian parenting style.
I've seen that.
Do as I say, not as I do. Children are supposed to be seen, not heard. Very strict parenting, strict consequences for failure, things like that. And I mean, I'm not going to say that it's 100% bad, but I feel like there's more bad than good associated with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and as far as, the lack of affection that my dad possesses, I wish that I feel like if he was more affectionate with me growing up and shit, you know what I'm saying, I would have been able to express how I feel about things a little better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm better about it now because
you had to learn.
I had to learn on I didn't exactly learn on my own. You know what I'm saying? Dominique kind of helped me out with that. You know what I'm saying? She was the teacher behind that shit. So, yeah, just looking back, I'm like, man, my dad could have did so much better. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things he could have did better, but I don't want to get into the nitty gritty of all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I had the same conversation with my pop, man. My dad was one of those dads that was there but wasn't there.
So that's what I'm afraid. That's
my dad's the same way.
That's one thing I was afraid of growing up. Now, if my dad was around, would we have a good relationship? Because real talk, based off everybody I've talked to their dads, it's not like a relationship like I would want it with my dad. Mm-hmm. It's always kind of strained, mm-hmm. or it's kind of somewhere y'all don't really meet in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of weird.
Might just be the energy from the people that you attract. Not everybody's like that. I would guess we are. You feel what I'm saying? You see, but we're part of your circle. It's the energy you attract.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So shit. I don't know, bro. That shit be like that. I don't know. I heard stories about my pop when I was a baby. I went through shit growing up with my pop. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even think I really got to know my dad. So I think I was 19, 20. And I still didn't even really know. It wasn't until my grandmom dying and shit to sit down and actually him open up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And actually talk to me. I was like, what? You what? And it's that kind of conversation. I open up and talk to him, and so we learn a lot about each other. But that's as a black man, bro, that's just how you gotta be stern. You gotta be firm. You can't show emotion, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just
And that's one of the
that's
things
how you
I'm
raised.
working.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like really one of the main things where one of my like I'm trying to do differently with my daughter.
Yeah.
I
See,
guess-
plus my dad was in the streets at 9. Like, you feel me? Like, the first time he was out there by himself doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do was like around 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? My dad was driving before he was anywhere near supposed to be driving. You feel me? Like, shit like that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he always fent for himself. Always did shit. So that's why it's like, you don't know how to really. He had to have a no love type of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, because honestly, I would have loved to learn more about money and stocks and shit.
Yeah.
Like even like more like you know what I'm saying, the process of owning a home.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if my mom didn't know that information, she couldn't relay it to me.
That's true. I mean,
Don't get me wrong, my mom she was a pretty cool mom for what she could do. You know what I'm saying? Like she was great. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong.
Everybody's human.
It was just certain aspects of growing up where I wish now that I look back and the way I treat my daughter, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? Because like now when she treats the way she treats the grandkids is totally different the way compared to when she treated us. You know?
I mean, even not even just grandkids, but like younger siblings. Like the way my parents treat my younger sister was way different from the way they treated me and my brother.
Oh yeah.
They was way more strict with us. You know what I'm saying? But my dad looks at my sister like, well, that's daddy's little girl. You know what I'm saying? And my mom looks at my sister like, you know, that's an extension of me. You know what I'm saying? So they were more laid back with her than they were with me and my brother. Like me and my brother used to get our asses whooped, like not all the time, but enough.
Yeah.
You know, my brother more so than me, because I was always the one that if you told me to like do something, then okay. But my brother was like, nah, I want to do this, and that was what, you know, we were like night and day basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even as we got older in our teens, if I asked my mom, hey, can I go to this party? No. I'm like, okay, I'd be mad about it, but I'll go sit my ass down somewhere. My brother would be like, can I go to this party? She'd be like, no. And be like, well, I'm gonna go anyway. And then disappear. And then disappear. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it went, you know?
That's literally how me and my brother are, bro. Like, I'm cool with not getting something or not doing something. That nigga like, yo, I need to go. And you'll cover for me? I got you, bro. There's been plenty of times
I used to cover for his ass too. Bro. Yeah, I used to cover my brother too. I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Yeah, you know.
Siblings, bro. Hey.
Sometimes I wouldn't cover for him and be like, bro, like you keep doing this shit, man. I ain't gonna keep like
I can't. I'm looking bad. Trying to cover for you.
Yeah, I can't keep doing that shit, man.
And it's weird, bro. It's like real shit. Growing up, bro, we always had a no snitching rule, but it always applied to me and not my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Always applied to me. This nigga could snitch on anything and everybody, and I'm sitting there like, bro, I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
I gotta honor the code, yeah, you gotta honor the code as an older brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which sucks, cause a little brother can get away with damn near murder.
Oh nah, Mike couldn't get away with shit.
I wish I could say that. My bro got away with a lot of shit.
You know what I'm saying? If he got away with it, it's because I was taking up for him, or I was defending him, or they just didn't find out about the shit. You know what I'm saying? But if he did bad and they found out, oh, he was gonna get it. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? As far as like punishments though, spankings and shit. You know what I mean? I've never been a fan of that shit. You know, and like I said, my brother caught it the worst. He caught it more than me, and there came a point in time where I was like, nah, y'all not finna put no belt to me no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, I think I had to have been 16, and you know, somebody somehow stole money from my mom's wallet. So my dad was like asking us, where's the money? I'm like, what money? I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
And he's like, somebody stole money from your mom's wallet. Where is it at? And I'm like, I don't know. So then he looks at my brother and he's like, I don't know. So then because you know how parents are. If
One,
if y'all don't tell me, y'all both gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking around and I look at my bro like, bruh. Because I didn't even know if he took anything, but I looked at him like, bruh. Because he was usually the mischievous one. You know what I'm saying? But he insisted he didn't take nothing. So my dad came after him first, had him in the corner crying and shit. Then he turned to me with the belt. And I'm like, nah. Nope. Nah, don't even think about it. So he came at me with that belt and we started scrapping. I was like, no, you ain't finna do that to me no more. I don't care. Swear to God. You know what I'm saying? So after that, yo, he never put no belt to me after that ever again.
Yeah.
That was the end of it. Because it's like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? There are better ways to punish your kids. I know folks like to argue that, well,
When you get to a certain age, that head shit just gonna piss you the fuck off.
Yeah.
yeah, you fucking create animosity over some shit that you could literally sit me down and talk to me about. And that's the main reason as to why a lot of parents, specifically black parents, that's why they spank their kids, because they lack the communication skills to talk to their kid and talk to them like, yo, you realize what you did was bad, right? You know how that made me look, how that made me feel, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What are we gonna do differently? You know what I'm saying? And some folks like to argue, well, if you ain't got kids, you don't understand. It's like, but I've been a kid before. So you can't hit me with that rebuttal, because that's just not gonna work. Toss that shit out the window. You gotta hit me with something else.
I believe in it.
Yeah, you know.
But I believe in it as a last resort. Like I have, like real shit. I will have multiple conversations with my daughter. My voice will raise to a point. I don't agree with it when it's excessive. Like I'm whooping you for everything. And
Yeah.
fuck all that shit.
Yeah.
I like to talk. My voice is usually enough. I ain't gonna cap. My voice is usually enough. But it's when she was younger, it got to a point where I had to pop you. You know what I'm saying? You got to get popped. I explained it and expressed it. I don't know how to keep explaining it to you. I got to pop you.
The shit out your kid. That's just discipline to me.
Nah, I'm not beating them. Hell nah.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, that shit.
A
Nah.
little spank, you feel what I'm saying? Like if you at a fucking restaurant, your kid keep getting up on the goddamn seat and jumping
I
up
got
and
popped
down.
for that.
You feel what I'm saying? I can see you getting popped for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, but that's just how I'm raised. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Over excessively doing it, nah. Like I'm not the one who's gonna grab a switch. I thought that growing up, I thought that shit was wild for me. I'm good.
Yeah, I used to go outside, get a goddamn tree branch or some shit and bring it back in the house. Like,
A light belt. That's not even nothing heavy. Nothing. I don't even need. Not even that. Excuse me. I don't even go that far anymore. I've never had to go that far. Like maybe she was like little, to where it was like she had did some wild act. Yeah, she microwaved my goddamn keys.
wow.
And I told her to leave the keys alone like multiple times that day. And I don't know, it's like, bro, in 1 second she just got quiet and disappeared and shit started smelling funny. Yeah, that was like the one time she actually got the belt. But other than that, it was like I was like
She
pops.
tried to burn everybody up.
Bro, it was my fucking car keys, bro. That shit was fucking wild, bro.
Crazy.
That microwave probably going crazy, yo.
But
Yeah.
for the most part, I'm talking. My voice is enough.
Yeah.
And
man.
now she's like she's 8 now, so it's to a point now where like I ain't even gotta raise my voice. I just gotta tell her to stop, and it's like, okay, daddy. I'm like, hey, we good. I talked to her before
I was
anything.
about to say that's a big thing though. You do talk to your daughter.
Her mother whooped before I whooped.
Yeah.
And that cause she a female, so I guess it's more acceptable or more better looked upon, I guess.
It ain't never gonna look right when a male disciplines a child. It ain't never gonna look like. Nah,
I give you that one.
but that's just like that at times. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one of the things parents used to do that used to drive me fucking nuts. Told y'all about this shit. When we listen to music, they want to cuss us the hell out. And say, what you listening to? All the yada 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 yada. And then you go back and listen to the shit they was listening to, and they had us listening to when we was motherfucking babies. You know what I mean? Like, boy, y'all motherfuckers crazy.
I can't say I really like experienced that, but I know niggas who have like
I'm
I'm a
saying.
90s kid, so like
You can't tell me singing, like I told you the example, rapping Jay-Z, you know what I mean? Give me that funk, that sweet, that all that shit, bro.
yeah.
And then you tell me turn that shit off, don't be listening to that shit and talking about that in my house. But your husband go ahead and put on Rick James, which coincidentally has the same lyrics to the motherfucking song, huh?
Same thing.
Yeah. But it's cool if I rock down to that, right?
Yeah.
Remember
That's
my,
their favorite artist.
remember my uncle came after me one day, asking me why I was listening to Uchi Wally. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, I mean, when the song came out, it was hot. I mean, I was rocking with it. I was in the 8th grade when that came out. Listening to Uchi Wally, it's like, man, turn that off. That's not good for you. I'm like, what do you mean? It's just music. So I eventually turned it off because he had a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? But listening to shit like Atlantic Star's Secret Lovers or some shit.
Yeah.
What's that shit that Teddy Pendergrass came up with? Turn off the lights or whatever. I'm like, it's the same stuff.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
It's just in Uchi Wally, the niggas is actually like gonna be literal with this shit. They ain't fucking speaking in tongues or nothing. Like
That's the evolution of music.
that was the difference. But
And two genres, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
you know, but it was the difference. But at the same time, it was like they're talking about the same exact shit.
Yeah,
It's
all
the
music back in the
same
day was
exact
subtle.
message.
They sent you subtle subliminal messages about shit. Now we don't give a fuck. You know what we talking about.
Yeah, so
And just what In Vogue's, one of the In Vogue songs, one of the lines she says in that shit is, "He fills me up with his love." And she says something else after that you clearly could be like,
The Neo
you
song,
nasty.
dude. The Neo song. Cover her with my nut.
Yeah.
I thought it was love for like ever until I actually was like, yo. And he slick do it. And no one, the song still plays. We play that shit at Johnny's, bro. And no one has never like really paid attention because he say it so slickly.
Everybody think it's love.
Everybody, bro.
That shit funny as hell though. It is what it is. That shit was funny as hell when you first said that shit, because then every time after, it's like it's one of those things. So after you hear it, you can't unhear it.
you cannot hear it.
Yeah,
No.
so it's like, damn, bro, like that shit. Every time, dog. That
Like
shit
they
funny
didn't
as hell.
edit none of that. None of it.
No, they really did. And he actually, if you listen close, he says the T. Like, he caps it off. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, how did no one really catch that shit?
Nobody. But it sounds so much
Everyone-
like love.
everyone
You
just
go,
assume-
"Aight, fuck it.
Everyone just assumed, bro. Especially because they played it on the radio. So it's like, there's no way he said that shit on the radio, bro. But it was just like when Usher did that whole, that I fucked around. This is what I.
Yeah.
And when he actually said that shit, bro, like for the longest, he said it so smooth that they ain't even take that shit off. That shit when he said fuck around. Justin Timberlake.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
Bro, that's another one. He had that when he what's
Suit
the
and
that
tie.
hook and shit.
Yeah,
And
Suit and tie.
No, not even that
Not
one.
that
It's
one?
the no, it's the fuck around and I'm a. Damn, it's not Suit and Tie, bro. Boy, you know I know this shit. You know I know this shit. But that nigga said like fuck around and find out I'm the one you love type shit. What the fuck is that shit, dog? I can't even play it, but I'm gonna look at the shit real quick. I'm trying, but Justin Timberlake.
You can act like you fall in love
Yeah,
with me.
because you gonna fuck around and find out
he
that
said
dreams
that
come
shit,
true.
yeah.
They play that shit in Kroger.
Hey, Johnny.
I'm talking about literally,
everywhere.
nigga. I had one of the reps, like the Pepsi rep or some shit was there.
Yeah.
And that song came on, and I was like, you want to hear some crazy shit? I'm gonna point out the part in the hook. I don't want you to say nothing, just listen. How much you wanna bet that nigga say fuck in the song? And he's like, what part? And I'm like, wait, watch. Right there. And you gonna fuck around. He said, oh shit. Like, on radio and everything, but it's so smooth.
It's so smooth.
Like you would they
Damn.
can't tell that shit, bro. Like that shit is smooth, bro.
Wow.
Them niggas know that's when you actually perfected your art. When you do some shit like that, bro, you perfected that craft, bro.
They're not even they're not using no kind of inflection. It just rolls out.
It's just
Yeah.
going, It's just
man.
going, bro. It's all about how to see. That's that whole shit. It ain't what you say. It's how you say
I
it.
say, yeah.
Like, that's one of those things right there. Hey, I know you were saying something about the millennials though.
Oh yeah, man. So a survey was taken recently that stated that 45% of millennials feel as though they can't get everything that they want in life due to financial reasons. And I feel that shit.
Yeah.
I feel
I
it.
feel that.
Because, I mean, it's a different time now. I mean, back when our parents was kids, I mean, baby boomers, Gen Xers, college was cheaper. You know what I'm saying? General goods were cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Folks could work a 9 to 5 and support their families with way less money. And here we are in 2022. Folks can't even support a whole family on $15 an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a lot of millennials that still live with their parents. And it's not by choice.
I'm included, and it's not by choice.
Yeah. So, I mean, I do think that that's something to think about, you know. Because then when you think about all of these old timers sitting on Congress, bringing home millions of dollars a year.
Bacon, doing nothing.
And then sitting on Congress for decades. Like, what's wrong with that picture, bro?
Man.
What's wrong with that shit? Like, I remember they had brought in the guy who was the CEO for JP Morgan. Can't remember his name, but one of the ladies in Congress was asking him about how one of his employees was making $10 an hour, has a daughter, et cetera, and adding up all her expenses after her paycheck. She got to the point to where she only had barely enough to buy ramen noodles after all of her bills. And the CEO of JP Morgan was just like, okay.
Sushi good.
That's crazy as shit.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, there are people who are mad defensive of those who are, you know, rich, the elite, etc. You know what I'm saying? It's their hard-earned money, blase, blase, blase. They worked hard for it, etc., etc. But what a lot of people don't understand is that, like, most of the elite didn't really work that hard. They're elite because their parents were elite. Okay? If we talk about Jeff Bezos, a lot of people talk about how Bezos started Amazon in his garage, but they forget to mention or don't know that his parents invested $300,000 into his business. Where'd they get $300,000 from? When we talk about Bill Gates, people talk about how he dropped out of college and started Microsoft from the ground up. I think he was partnered with IBM or some shit, but
His dad,
his mom, they was elitists. They was on the company board and all. Like, they had connections.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a very small amount of the elite that actually came up from nothing. Very small amount.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, because none of his parents had money. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. But even then, when you think about guys like Jay-Z and Diddy and Russell Simmons, etc., even though they did come from nothing, when they did get that money, they was doing the same shit the white elite was doing, moving just like them.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I mean,
That's a whole nother one on itself right there, boy.
Boy,
Yeah.
that's a whole. That's.
I mean, we can talk about, you know, we can talk about how much money the elite makes. We can talk about it's their money, etc. They don't have to do all this extra shit. But I don't know, man. Like, seeing people on the street with nothing.
Yeah, it's not a good look, bro.
It's not a good look at all, bro.
That hurts you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
got motherfuckers going out eating $400 plates and shit.
It's
Yeah.
a weird
just
type
because.
of hurt too, bro. Real shit. Like,
Yeah.
I was working for Uber one night, and I was dropping this dude off. We had waited at this McDonald's for some goddamn chicken biscuits, bro. That's how I remember this, bro. It was like a 2-hour wait for some chicken biscuits, bro. I waited in the line at McDonald's with a nigga in the back seat.
For 2 hours.
Wanted to take him home for 2 hours, bro, for some chicken biscuits, bro.
Let me tell you something, bro. So,
I'll finish the story after you done.
well, I'm gonna let you
It's
finish,
kinda
man.
depressing.
I didn't know you were finished. I didn't know you
It's
were
kind of
done.
depressing, but I was trying to lighten up the mood a little bit, but it was kind of depressing because, like, real shit, I'm dropping them off and I get back, so I'm at the light waiting, and the lady on the corner, she strung out, bro. She homeless, bro. Like, she bad strung out, bro. I'm talking about, like, clothes type coming off type strung out and shit, and I'm like, damn, bro. And I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm shit, you know what I'm saying, tearing up because this shit was kind of hurt a nigga real bad for some reason, you know what I'm saying. So I had to drive off, but it was just like shit like that, bro. That kind of hurt, you know what I'm saying, when you see it. And it's a weird, it's a strong, weird type of hurt where it's like it impact you deeply.
Yeah.
So it's just yeah.
That's just your humane side.
Hey, bro, that shit.
You're a human being, nigga.
Bro, if you could, if I could prevent that shit, bro, it'd be a whole different story.
It would be. You
literally
got places that don't even let you feed homeless people.
Right.
Bro, which is weird, bro.
Yeah. So all that food that they make at the end of the night, they gotta throw it away. They can't give it away.
And they literally made it a law.
Bro.
They literally made it a law that it's illegal to give a motherfucker food. They have to discard it. They literally have that. It's actually a law. Cause I said the same shit to the motherfuckers, Golden Corral, all these bitches, bro. I was like, bro, why don't you just like, all right, let the people meet you out back and give it to them or some shit. You feel what I'm saying? Or something. You feel what I'm saying? Or if you have to put it in a trash bag and I guess discard it, put it in a bag like one thing and one shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I guess that's kind of fucked up, but let these people get this shit. Nah, like, they would literally take all this food, dump it, throw it inside the trash, and even compact the bitch before they leave. So nobody jumps inside the motherfucker and tries to grab anything out.
I used to work at a grocery store called Myers in Indianapolis. I was a vendor there. They did the exact all the old cake, all the old food that didn't get sold. They literally put all this shit in a garbage can, bro, and compressed it. And I'm looking at this shit like, y'all, they like grocery stores throw a lot of food away, bro.
Yeah, a lot.
I know y'all seen Food Inc.
Yeah,
They talk about how much food we waste every year.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
What's the number?
I can't remember.
Ballpark. I know you don't know. Like,
it's a staggering ass number, bro. I can't even remember. It's been so long since I watched that shit.
it gotta be like billions of pounds of food.
Man, I'm about to Google
has
this
to be
right
something
now.
like
I had
bro.
talked to Pat about recycling at one point, but he dismissed that shit.
Cause you talking about them spending money. They don't give a fuck about saving
Yeah,
anybody else
I
money.
didn't think about it till afterwards, you know what I'm saying? But
Them motherfuckers right there. That's cool.
we throw away a lot of fucking food, bro. And that's one thing I feel like we should try to find an alternative way to do, you know what I'm saying?
A billion tons of food per year.
Damn.
See?
And it costs the global economy almost $1 trillion per year. And we got all these homeless people with nothing to eat. This shit is crazy. This shit's crazy.
Bro, I don't understand it, but
We're the only species on the planet to pay to live here.
Yeah, you have to pay to live. That's the big thing. You know.
Crazy.
Because everybody dies, but not everybody lives. Bullshit.
That shit's wild.
When he said that shit, I felt that shit.
Yeah. I remember, I want to say 2 weeks ago, let's go get an oil change at Precision Tune Auto Care over there by Taco Bell. Walked in there, dude was telling me that our oil changer quit. And that there were only 2 mechanics in there.
Oh, I remember you telling us this, yeah. It was on 2 episodes ago.
Oh, I talked about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But it was really just an example of what we talking about because the district manager doesn't want to pay anybody enough money to live, which is why most of the mechanics quit anyway. So
that shit's wild, bro. Oh man, it's just
The fuck is that?
life is wild, bro.
yeah, man.
Okay, I was talking to Jess about this earlier. So you know they put fucking a wall around the White House?
For real?
Yeah. So you ain't know about it either? Alright. And what came out this year, right?
Why is there a wall around the White House? What's up with that?
I don't know, bro.
You don't know.
Man, y'all finna make me consult Google now, cause
Google.
There's a little. And
I saw something on it.
yeah,
bro.
he pulled something up about it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't know about it either. I watched this on TikTok like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, bro, why is there a fucking wall around the fucking U.S.? I mean, by the fucking White House.
That's some new shit.
Yeah, it's some new, and it took for me to get the TikTok to figure it out, bro. Like, I'm on Facebook almost every day, and normally that's where I get majority of them fucking internet news, that and Instagram. But
that's where you wanted to go with that one. So, hey, where was it?
what?
The shit that you matched up with that. Ukraine.
So wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
This
yeah.
wall had been up since 2020.
I still haven't. Obviously,
Man, I told you.
yeah, all 3 of us did not know about it.
So they said they built the wall because of the protests with George Floyd and everything.
When
That's
did
why that's why they built it. You know.
I remember I told they said the wall was already in progress. Did it just get finished, like actually completed or something like that?
Yeah, they got finished that same year.
Oh, see,
I didn't hear anything about that shit.
And I guess with what happened at the Capitol on January 6th, having that wall kind of makes sense too. Because imagine motherfuckers storming the White House.
Okay,
man.
Okay, he put more context to it because
I mean, that shit is true though.
I was going somewhere totally else with it.
Because that's definitely
Especially
some White House down type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got like fucking you Russia, you Ukrainian shit with fucking the U.S. I was thinking that type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I ain't necessarily when you said that. I mean, I get it, but I didn't necessarily. It wasn't gonna stop nothing.
I know.
If somebody determined enough, a wall ain't about to stop shit.
you
Right.
got a point.
I mean,
I was just, you know what I'm saying? My mind work.
my whole thing is I'm trying to understand when you talk about what the Ukraine. Who's involved in this shit?
It's supposed to be Russia, the Ukrainian government, and the U.S.
Why the U.S.?
Because if I'm not mistaken, and if I read it correctly, they want the Ukrainian government to be a part of NATO, but Russia doesn't want that. And I know fucking Russia's been trying to go, I think, take over Ukraine or Syria or some shit like that, if I'm not mistaken.
But at one point, Ukraine was a part of the Soviet Union. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So what's with the takeover then?
I will have to reread the article, but it was on CNN and it was talking about the shit.
It sounds like some Cold War shit to me.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I mean,
if
the
I'm
Cold
not
War's over,
mistaken,
but still.
if I read the article correctly, that's what it basically said.
A lot of speculation, bro.
Because I know for a fact that I read that the Ukrainian government publicly said that they weren't worried about Russia, but they still sent out troops to their border around Russia. And I read this like literally this week, so that's why I wanted to like at least hit it. Cause I know we're not a really political podcast, but you know what I'm saying. It's
Yeah, 'cause that one right there is, I was just thinking niggas would just be like us anyway. We just pulled out of something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To hop back and get right back involved in something, and then to be like involved with Russia alone, bro. Like that shit serious. That shit ain't no like joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
because I know they said like a lot of the meetings with the president, they was like they didn't go well, but they went alright. They went straight. You know what I'm saying? They weren't like the best meetings ever. You know.
That nigga Vladimir Putin ain't got no respect for these motherfuckers, dog.
Hell nah.
I'll tell you that shit now. Ain't got no respect for them niggas.
Hey.
He look at Joe Biden as a fucking joke.
Shit crazy.
Man. But on a lighter note,
Let's
Is
see.
it actually lighter?
yeah, HBO Max.
Oh, let's rock.
There is a new season to a new show that it's new to me, but it's not. It's on the second season, but it's called Raised by Wolves.
Boom.
It's on HBO Max, bro. It is weird, bro.
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm talking about androids having babies type weird. Like,
Androids having hate.
Techno-organic.
yeah. I thought it was on some like Lovecraft like crap shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. I thought it was on that, but I don't think it got anything to do with it. But it's the director's Ridley Scott, you know what I'm saying? That's the director of like fucking alien movies.
And Gods and Monsters.
Yeah, so he
Whatever
pretty
that Egyptian movie was called.
the
The one with the white Egyptians in it.
with Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Oh, that trash.
Yeah.
I was just watching something
The
about
one
that
with the white
earlier.
Egyptians in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trash movie, bro.
And I mean, this is off topic, but like, I remember Ridley Scott saying that he doesn't cast black folks in his movies because he was afraid they'd make his movies too urban or some shit like that. Some racially insensitive, tone deaf shit that he said. And I'm just like, man, that explains that bullshit Egyptian movie you put out. Yeah. And I remember when it didn't do well at the box office, Or am I thinking of another movie? I can't remember. The movie didn't do as well as he wanted it to, and folks was pointing fingers at the audience because they didn't go watch it. I'm like, man, nobody wants to watch the shit.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I watched. You know, it was like I watched like literally. It was the other night when I got off work. Not last night, but the other night. Yeah, I watched a video. It was a Vlad interview with Godfrey, and he was talking about it. How he had Vlad saw it was absurd that there was a chosen people, right? But Godfrey was like he explained like the origin of the whole why this happened, the original Jews and everything like that. So that's why that's how that came in the frame where he said that it's crazy how they make it movies, how everything is that's supposed to be of color is whitewashed. And he brought up a ton of movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was one of the movies he brought up. So that's crazy. It's crazy how we watch this shit and it be correlating with the shit we be talking about on the podcast, bro.
Speaking of Jews,
Just mean niggas paying attention.
Facts.
let's talk about Whoopi Goldberg for a second.
Yeah.
So,
Is she wrong or is she right in her statement
all right. So
about Jewish people or the Jewish community?
I don't think we should speak on whether or not she was right or wrong. I don't think so, because
She wasn't lying. It wasn't right or wrong. She just wasn't lying. However you want to look at it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I do feel like suspending her for those comments. I don't think that's was the best way to go about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I can understand if what she said was hateful, if she was actually on some anti-Jewish type thing, but it wasn't even that. All she was saying, or what I got from it was
Her point of view.
her point of view was that the Nazis, you know, what they were doing against the Ashkenazi Jews at the time, 6 million Ashkenazi Jews, not including the additional 5 million other people, because there was a wide range of people that the Nazis felt did not fit their superior race.
Yep.
So in some instances, depending on who we're talking about, yeah, it is about race. But what she was saying was that when talking about the 6 million Jews that were negatively impacted, killed, whatever the fuck, when compared to the Nazis, both groups of people were white. And that's pretty much what she was trying to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt like the suspension was a little... I don't think that was necessary.
Yeah, I think it was a little much too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Especially because she sent the apology out like they asked her to do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's how the ADL moves, man. Like, once the ADL gets involved, man, like that's when motherfuckers start talking shit and they be on their feelings and all of that. It's kind of like how when Ice Cube put out that No Vaseline back in the day, and he
snapped.
He snapped, and then Jerry Heller, the ADL, they all had an issue with that shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it's whatever, man. I mean, shout out to Whoopi Goldberg. I don't think she said anything that was offensive to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I mean,
It's a point of view.
when we're talking about Jewish people, we're talking about religion and then culture. I don't think race plays a part in that.
I don't. No, that's
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's my opinion.
Yeah. So
I think
It's a very sensitive world, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's just all it is.
It
dog.
sucks that you can't have an opinion about things. Yo.
And that's all it is. One's opinion shit.
Like if somebody had a negative opinion, you should educate them to turn that opinion into more facts. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different opinions about shit.
Yeah.
That's how most of us get along, because we got different opinions about shit. We
That's
can
how
talk
you-
about the shit.
That's how you know a lot of people don't want to hear what you have to say. You feel what I'm saying? In
Yeah.
their eyes, it's an agenda you follow.
Yeah.
You're not following the agenda. I don't want to hear all that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, go ahead.
Yeah.
You feel what they can get that somewhere else if they want to get that. This is not what we're doing. That type shit. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Yeah.
at some point in time, it comes down to like, hey, the nigga want to say something. Like, shit.
It shouldn't be this hard though. Like
It really shouldn't, dog.
honestly, the only way to get off on an opinion these days is you have to be a comedian, and you got to be a certain type of comedian to do it.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle's a fucking genius. I think we touched on that before.
Yeah,
That
And speaking of comedians, Joe Rogan recently has been, you know what I'm saying, on a
Outlandish.
on a chopping block these days. You know what? Which is kind of crazy on how shit works, because you know what I'm saying, people like to fuck up your image on a lot of shit when you don't abide by the rules. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just looked at this instance as one of those things where it's like, bro, you fucking up, and they trying to get your ass back in line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
His comfort level with that.
I mean, okay.
I think we should save that for the next episode, though.
You should. You do, because I want to talk about what we discussed earlier about it.
I think we should say.
Yeah, because we got like 15 minutes left anyway. So
that is what it is. That shit crazy as hell, dog.
Bruh. But we here.
I know we here. Yeah, you know.
Alright, but back to generational curses. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are ones that you guys have had to break for yourselves? Like, I know it's mainly just with my kids and me going through everyday life is showing, and me actually getting my feelings out more. I've had to learn and to understand and then to express myself more.
One thing I do want to say is, I think part of the reason as to why there are generational curses is because parents are not equipped to be parents before having children.
Yeah, there ain't no handbook on it.
There ain't no handbook on that shit.
I mean, they probably are now, but like, there's no like set of rules.
There's
that
no
you're supposed
right
to
way,
follow,
bro. There's no right way. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. It's just
there's no one right way anyway. Let's say that.
Yeah, and when we're kids, we're watching our parents grow up still. There's that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to figure this shit out. You know, so that's another thing.
Yeah.
But I do feel as though, for those who want to become parents, I feel like your financial situation should be in the best. You should be in the best financial situation before having children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to disagree, saying, well, nobody really plans for kids, et cetera, et cetera. And
it's the whole purpose of having sex.
You know what I'm saying? It's just...
I mean, it is, but at the same time, niggas ain't really ready, regardless of what a motherfucker may think.
I know. I'm just saying...
If you know you ain't ready, you ain't got that control, then you feel what I'm saying? But if that shit happen, nigga, that shit gonna be a little tight, nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that shit it's gonna be a little struggle, dog.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. If motherfuckers really, that's why I said earlier, if like my mom had started her career and actually was able to work up to like she was 30 and do what she was supposed to do and all that, I guarantee it would have been a whole different situation. My dad would have been in a whole different place. He would have been a little older. You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so they would have taught me the ropes. You're like, well, my dad was a truck driver. I ain't never really want to be no truck driver, to be honest.
My dad
with
was a truck driver. That wasn't something I pursued either.
But yeah, I mean, at the same time,
truck driver here.
He knows. Is your dad a truck driver?
Hell nah.
See,
See, for you, it's cool. It'd have been like a generational thing for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like going down and now. Granted, don't get it twisted. We probably would have been making set. You feel? We probably own our own trucks by now. You feel what I'm saying? So that's one downfall that didn't happen. But my dad never asked me. My dad never put you feel what I'm saying? He might throw me in the truck one time with him because he had to watch me or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
There was always some things. If I became a truck driver, it was weird. Like I never saw this nigga. Like, bro, this nigga was a truck driver, and last time I got memories of this nigga, I was 2. Excuse me, my brother was 2.
Oh no, my dad wasn't no cross country type man.
He was one of those.
Nah, my dad's local ass motherfucker.
That's how they met, at a gas station. I swear I was conceived at a gas station.
Boy.
Probably in the fucking back of his fucking truck, right before he left out.
Wow.
That's how I feel like. And she not gonna tell me. That's what I believe. Mama, I'm sorry. This is what I believe. I was conceived at a gas station on rounds. Yeah, and you did rounds. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. That's how I feel. Mama, I love you. Hey, You can't trust it. You can't trust no story. You can't trust no story she tell me. You wasn't conceived at no gas station. You can't tell me I'm not. You can't tell me no other way. All you can tell me was my brother was an accident, but you can tell me how the fuck I can't. You can't tell me how I was born. You can't tell me. I've asked these questions.
Diesel fuel.
She was getting some diesel. I'm sorry. That was a small. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I'ma die. I'ma
love you,
die
mama.
laughing, bro. I promise you, I'ma die laughing.
Shout out to my mama.
I'm geek,
You know who you are.
but you know who you. Me, you got some editing to do.
For real, bro.
Oh no, we gotta keep that in, bro. She gonna say something about it later, but it is what it is.
In other words,
this is therapeutic for me. This is my comfort space.
this is therapeutic.
You know what I'm saying? This is where I can get out and get my chest and
Hey, there you
let
go,
the stuff
bro.
be free.
Here you go, bro.
Well, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Fly like a bird.
You
know what I'm
wanna
saying?
fly away, huh?
Just saying. What you talking about?
Nigga, you the one singing the damn song, dude.
I'm free right now.
Alright, be free, man. Be free, bro. I'm not saying that. In other news, you know what we need to start doing, right?
What is
New
that?
music and dropping.
New music?
Yeah, we gonna turn this next one into what we doing. So we need to do music and some damn skits, man. So y'all guys out there on YouTube and shit, y'all give us some like interesting topics of like skits or something.
put that shit in the comments, man.
Yeah, bro.
For real.
Let us know something, bro. Cause we want to do different, be different, think different, and it helps to have opinions of other people who are different.
Shit, give
You
us
feel me?
topics to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We need that shit. Like and subscribe on the page on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You could do that too. That'll fucking help us. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Show that love. Hit that what it costs?
Nothing?
Subscribe, man.
It cost you nothing. It may cost you this.
A little bit of time.
And a little bit of energy. And a finger.
Yep.
Shit,
Sometimes
you
the
can use
finger.
a toe.
I mean,
you
sometimes
can use a toe,
Sometimes the finger is all you
elbow.
need. Real shit. So all the time it's a finger. With the slit. You know what I'm saying? With the motion like this, you don't know nothing about that.
Your finger, bro. It got me thinking of this video I just saw. This chick went to this table, right? She was like, "All y'all gotta buy me a round of shots. We gonna play rock paper scissors. If I beat all y'all in one time, if I beat all y'all gotta buy me a shot. Each one of y'all gotta buy me a drink. If y'all beat me, I buy the whole table a drink." They said, "Bet." They said, "Rock paper." Shorty ain't had no hand, so she automatically won. Bro.
Wow.
Bro, dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Wow. She had no hand, G.
So she can take everything out.
Wow.
Yo, that is cold, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm talking about, because to be honest with you, when I saw the video, I don't even think everybody else like went to play after, because when she said like this, I think they went to throw theirs and saw it was like, you know what I mean? It was looking like, oh shit, like what the fuck are we supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like shit.
Hell no, that shit wild.
Cause
Bro.
you think about it, nobody can beat her.
Yeah. Would that automatically be paper though?
How?
No, it wouldn't be. Damn.
It wouldn't be rock. It's not a fist.
It's a.
It's a baton.
Wow.
Let me stop.
I was gonna say love, like
I don't know, bro. But it's called rock, paper, scissors, bro. She got the infinite warfare. She cleared the whole table.
disclaimer. We talk about everybody on
Hey, everybody. Anybody can get it.
I just talked about my mama for 3 minutes. Yeah, I love you, mama. I'm
my
not
God,
gonna stop
bro.
saying she gonna hate me for this episode, bro. I'm not gonna count.
Oh, my God, dog. So you got, what's today, Sunday? We got 48 hours to start planning his funeral. That's how that works.
That's gonna be funny.
Don't worry about it. It's
shit,
gonna be
bro.
the best, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure she specifically watched this episode at that.
No, while you sitting up there in the front, the pastor and shit, you know, I had the video playing of this episode, this part. So nobody has to ask why he died. Like, that shit right there, nigga.
Hell no,
They gonna be
bro.
sitting over like, baby, it was. Oh no, you didn't. Now why you do that shit? You knew damn well. Like,
Oh, we got 5 minutes left.
nah, God bless,
So-
man. You with us, bro.
Man, life is funny, bro. I feel real good. Bro, I got to the crib earlier from doing the fucking the Twitch episode, bro. And like the sun, you know, I told you, you know what I'm saying, you gotta practice some sunbathing and shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? It felt good, bro. I had like before I took a nap, I had all the energy back. When I woke up, I was feeling great. I was just draggy earlier. It was like everything was like fucking slow for me, man. I don't know what it was. Cause I was up like 2 hours prior. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get all that shit did.
It was the pizza. That shit had some like,
I guess.
yeah, it was whatever
Thank
the
you, though.
opposite of crack was.
problem.
That's exactly what it had in it. Yeah,
Opposite of crack.
yeah, cause you know how crack gets you. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit was the whole opposite. Cause that's this nigga. Y'all niggas left and I was on that motherfucking couch. Boy, CW said, boy, hello. Damn right, dog.
Man.
Only thing I heard was this nigga with his headphones on.
Walking through the crib.
You know when somebody got headphones on and they like making out the song, but they not making out the song, and you sitting there trying to figure out what song they making, and you like, I couldn't figure that shit out, bro. I swear to God, I couldn't figure that shit the fuck out.
I do it all the time. You singing my ass off.
Yeah, bro,
Like they
motherfucker. You be trying to catch like 1 or 2 words. They be like, I know what that is.
he caught me right here. Like, you listen to a Drake song? It's like, yeah. That's how I get my day started, dog. Shut up. Don't be laughing at me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen to a Drake song and get the day started, bro. You get hype.
It depends on what song.
What? In Too Deep. That shit hard. You know what I'm saying? Alright, whatever.
Okay, that's okay.
You know what I'm saying? Knife Talk. That's a good one. I've been really bumping this Drake album.
Y'all know.
Way more than
Still.
other ones. That's crazy.
Still. Like, you know that shit front to back. You should
this
by
point?
now. Yeah, I'm about to
At
say.
this point.
I can't, like I told you, I can't remember the last time I remember the album from front to back. I lied to you. It has to be like, I told you, P. Diddy and the Family. Some shit like that. Tupac, All Eyes on Me. You feel what I'm saying? That was the last time I remember the album from like front to back.
Damn.
Dead serious, dog.
Fuck, cause damn. I didn't even realize that
No, I lie. Jay-Z Blueprint. I remember that shit back to back. Like that shit.
shit. That was weird for me, man. Jay-Z mid.
What was weird about it?
Cause he mid.
Cause he what?
He mid, but everybody making great.
You're not the only person that thinks that.
Like, I get business wise, great. Great dude business
When you
wise.
say mid, what you mean?
Rapping wise,
Really?
mid.
All right, so then give me a subpar Jay-Z verse. Or a subpar Jay-Z bar or two.
That's the crazy part. I ain't like y'all. I can't get y'all songs off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
So that just means you don't listen to him.
That ain't true. Growing up, I listened to a lot. I told you one of my favorite albums from nigga is fucking the movie one.
Yeah, I get it. But one is what? American Gangster?
Yeah, that was the only
Yeah.
like and
That shit was very commercial though too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it did have hits on it. I could see why, like Rock Boys
Rock
and all
Boys.
that shit. Yeah.
We in the
like,
building
yeah.
tonight. You know what I'm saying? That shit was hard.
So I can see why you fuck with that shit like that. Cause a lot of motherfuckers fucked with not the Black Album. What's the shit that Kingdom Come? You know what I mean? A lot of niggas actually did fuck with Kingdom Come because of the whole,
And
I
real
guess
shit,
like popish hip hop he was doing on that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
That was one of my least favorite Jay-Z albums.
I don't know who that fool is.
Alright. Well, let's go ahead. I guess that's break time.
Yeah. We actually on time. So we taking a break or this is the end of the episode? How we doing this?
Hold on. But yeah, like My bad, I cut you off with
Oh,
the Jay-Z
you
shit.
gotta beat me up about it, man.
I was just saying that Kingdom Come was one of my least favorite Jay-Z albums.
It was.
Yeah,
I was.
yeah. But as far as Jay-Z being mid, I mean, I ain't finna have that conversation. If you think he mid, then hey, it's your opinion.
That should be whatever,
The whole
forever in
reason
the
I
day.
said it, y'all niggas supposed to be
Because that
like,
should
hey,
be
yeah.
forever in the day for no reason at all.
It was a good conversation for the last minute of what we had going on.
Well, you can contemplate on what it would have been for the last 30 seconds.
And that is the last of the you know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming out, chilling with us at the smoke session. You know what I'm saying? We on YouTube. Go like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We do need that. You know what I'm saying? I'm your guy, Kid Sky.
Yeah, it's your boy Chess _ FDE on everything.
And it's your boy Derek, aka to Get the Ruler. Follow me on both Instagram and TikTok.
Shit, by the way, follow me on Twitch at KidSky365 and Instagram at KidSky365. You know what I'm saying? We here with it. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Have a good night.
Squirrels!